do our own research. We know who sits on our school board. We know who's trying to influence our kids, and we will vote you out.
If action wasn't taken tonight by the Cumberland Valley School Board, some parents were threatening to take action themselves. But in a 5-4 vote, the Cumberland Valley School Board voted in favor to bring author Maulik Pancholy back to speak to middle school students. Despite many apologies tonight, one board member wants accountability taken, asking Bud Schaffner to step down.
Mr. Schaffner's apology is not enough. I asked for him to step down immediately.
Again, the school board just voted 5-4 to reinstate an anti-bully speaker.
So this controversy is surrounding the actor and author you mentioned, Maulik Pancholy. He was canceled from speaking to the middle school students next month. The special meeting tonight, a chance to readdress that decision. They did do that, and boy, did they listen to public comment. Thanks for being here at 11 o'clock. I'm Joel D. Smith.
And I'm Jasmine Brooks. The meeting drew hundreds of people to the Cumberland Valley Auditorium, filling nearly every seat.
Hallie Jacobs there now with more on how it was inside. So many different opinions, but definitely a lot of emotion. Hallie.
Yes, definitely a lot of emotions being thrown around here. I mean, I heard words like LGBTQ, political activism, discrimination. Everything was drawing passionate debate tonight from both sides of the spectrum. Public apologies from board members.
So I apologize that I did not allow that process to take place and made an uninformed decision.
Angry outbursts.
And I felt that shame. My complacent, naive bubble popped, and so I am here, speaking up, fighting for what I know is right.
Emotional testimony.
I'm an emotional person, and I've been moved by a lot what you said.
And standing ovations. Tonight's meeting had it all from both sides of the spectrum. Many people showing unity for a decision they believe is wrong.
They discussed digital activism, noting to the reader that you might say that Asian people aren't the protesting type.
Some hoping for the board to hold steadfast in their original decision.
So don't let the loudest voices discourage you from doing the right thing.
Now, because of this decision, we did reach out to Pancholy to see if he would still even be interested in coming back since being reinstated and reinvited in to speak with the school. We haven't heard back from him just yet, so we'll keep you updated if we do. And I'll send it back over to you guys in the studio.
It was a long night, Hallie. Thank you very much for your coverage tonight. This went on for more than 5 hours, Jasmine, and we're talking about parents, students, you name it. They even said at one point, it's getting late. Let's just let the students talk a little bit because we want to get them ready for tomorrow.
It all started around 4 o'clock when community members gathered outside. You can see Joel D. They're wearing white in solidarity, and then they went in together at 5.
So the first vote of the agenda was even to allow public comment. It did pass 5-4, barely, and then they got started with so many of those people taking to the podium.
Now, some of the board members were saying they canceled Pancholy's visit because he's a political activist, they said. So we checked out his website. It doesn't mention political activists, maybe. So here's what one father said about politics when it comes to decisions like this.
Our gender identities and our sexualities are not political. They've been used by some groups as political weapons and political agendas, but inherently they are not.
I'm amazed that we're here in the year 2024. You know, it needs to be a safe space for everybody.
That was the former principal of the high school who came out tonight, Joel D. She came back into the spotlight. She said she's part of the LGBTQ plus community and wants to support her students.
But we did hear from a lot of the members of the board who said, you know, they weren't here tonight, the people they listened to, but they heard from a lot of people via email that supported their decision to cancel the speech from Pancholy. So we'll see what happens with them. They're going to be able to opt out of this and not come to school on that day when that will be the topic.
Now, we do want to talk about this, a petition, okay? It was created quickly after that initial decision to rescind Pancholy's invitation to attend this anti-bullying assembly and put it on. Right now, that has more than 9,000 signatures. Maulik Pancholy's niece actually attends the Mountain View Middle School. She spoke tonight at that meeting, and she said that students really just want their voices heard.
I'm here today with the petition, and it has more than 100 student signatures, students from Mountain View. All the students who signed it want him to come and want you to revote.
And of course, they ended up revoting, and that's what they did. Here is the timeline, though, to take you back. April 15th, the school board votes unanimously to cancel the visit scheduled for the 22nd, citing those political reasons.
On that same day, the petition we just showed you was created, and a few days later, it had 2,000 signatures. Now you see above 9,400.
So a couple days after that, April 18th, the Cumberland Valley Administrative Offices sent out a letter slamming the decision, saying board members identified Pancholy's sexual identity as a factor and expressed disappointment with that.
And that brings us today, where roughly 100 people, they spoke to the board expressing outrage.
And the final score, 5-4, they did vote to bring him back. Once again, not sure if he'll actually do that. We were able to show this to you. I hope you were able to check it out. Facebook, YouTube, a lot of coverage on this throughout the entire day. And if you want to recheck it out, CBS21.com.